How about now? Anybody? I am so sorry. I'm going to edit all that out because that was just crazy. I'll start it differently. How about now? Oh my goodness. Anybody? I am so sorry. I'm going to edit all that out because that was. Wow. Guys, ladies, I am so sorry. I'm going to go back. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is where we're starting. Thank you all so much for being here. I feel so foolish. But look, this just proves anybody can do this, right? Anybody that has a phone or an iPad or YouTube or whatever. Oh my goodness. Hi, Christy Flanagan. Hey, listen, Christy Flanagan, you reminded me. Oh no, Trashy, I just got here myself. I mean, I've been here, but the sound just got turned on, so I apologize. But Christy Flanagan reminds me that all of you that have bought me a cup of coffee and donated to my PayPal, I so want to thank you. It really means a lot that I have your support, and coffee is good. So thank you. I've got pretty much the same setup. Cameras ahead. My YouTube is here. My chat is over here, so it kind of looks like I'm looking at you. And I'm pulling things off my Facebook page that I thought might be motivating in a really calm, really slow down Sunday kind of way. So I hope you can hear me now. Anybody? Can you type a 1 if you can hear me now? Please. Play the Verizon thing. Chris, you say you can hear me. I am so thrilled. Yay. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. I did the first 10 minutes without entering the broadcast studio. So foolish. There's a little button I gotta push. Who knew? Thank you. All right. Well, I'm gonna start over. and yeah, if you haven't had a chance to look at that girl's videos on the jury selection, voir dire, very, very interesting and how they go through that. So yeah, maybe slow down today and take a look at that. They did choose all the jurors, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So what I'm going to do is just read a couple of the things that I've received on through different channels and different mediums this week that I thought might assist others in taking a minute, slowing down just a bit. So the first one that really got me, one of the ones that really got me was, change isn't meant to be easy. It's meant to rip up your roots and put you in new soil where your roots can be deepened. It is going to be okay in the long run. But it's a tearing out. Think about that. When you replant plants and they've outgrown, they've got that root going through the hole at the bottom of the container, and you have to take them out of that and put them in something new. And after a while, they do just blossom and grow, don't they? So, yeah, so change is not meant to be easy. When your life is governed by the divine nature instead of the self-centered nature, you will find inner peace. Well, I do want to tell you that most of these quotes and memes and things that I receive are from a Facebook group called Awakening Code Community. Now, there's a bunch of numbers after that, but Awakening Code Community should get you there if this is something that's going to, that you think might help you. Here's another one. The next time you feel agitated because you're falling back into past patterns, remember that simply being aware that you have fallen back into repeating the past is a sign of progress. Self-awareness comes before the great leap forward in personal transformation. Again, next time you feel agitated because you're falling back into past patterns, remember that simply being aware That you have fallen back into repeating the past is a sign of progress. Self-awareness comes before the great leap forward into your personal transformation. And again, that can be ripping the roots out for regrowth. Yes, Gladys and Gertrude, past patterns are pretty tough to overcome. Yeah, right, bartender. Who knew you had to hit that live button? You guys, I felt so silly. And trashy, I'm not sure what you're losing. Yeah, they're good. Scrolling through the chat. Sorry, guys. I want to give you this other one. It says, we live in a vibrational universe. Energy is a spiritual currency. Everything you give your attention to, you buy with your energy. When you shift your mind to seeing life this way, you'll only seek to give your attention to the things that nourish, enhance, and or raise your vibration. Again, these are just thoughts to help you slow down on a Sunday. And you can listen to the replay and loop it or whatever you want to do. And I will try and edit out the first 10 minutes of me babbling without hitting live. Everybody has a starting point, right? Oh, goodness. Let's see. I know there were just a few more, and I don't want to take all of your day. This one really hit me in the feels. It says, and I think I may have posted this on another Facebook group. It says, sister, you decided to heal. You decided to heal. So don't push away people and opportunities the universe sends to support you. Right? Yeah, I decided to heal. What the heck was that about? This is one I meditated on. Gladys and Gertrude, Benadryl. No, I'm kidding. But mixed with Kool-Aid, they'll never. No, I'm sorry, I'm kidding. Yeah, don't do that. Just because I did doesn't. No, don't. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. One of the things I did to help my kids refocus their energy is I would give them tasks like go outside and find me a pine cone. Or if it was in the house, I'd say find a book that starts with the letter L. And I don't want to do that. Then go to your room. I mean, but it was like decades ago when kids actually sort of listen better to your parents. And I'm not saying your kids don't. I'm just saying that give them a task. Well, listen, I'm going to make this for dinner. Can you help me do this? Do you want to eat? Well, then let's help me do this. But thank you, that girl. But that, oh my goodness. That's also a good idea. We have to make time for our kids too, because sometimes when they're getting rambunctious, they're just seeking attention and they're bored. And if we fail to recognize that that's really all it is, and then it will only escalate. And if you, as a parent, try to take a deep breath, and not an exhaustive deep breath, not a, but a, okay, well, I can put aside 5 minutes, and what would you like to do for 5 minutes? Or 10 minutes, or a time. You don't have to put a time limit on it, but let them know you've got I really want to listen to you. I really want to play with you. I really want to interact with you, whatever words fit. And I will do that in, X number of minutes. Can you give me X number of minutes and then we'll have time together? That seemed to work for me. And that also prepared me for the time I would need to calm down and spend time with them in case there were, squirrels going through my head or whatever. So I just wanted to make sure I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Let me read another one of these wonderful things that I received from friends. You have the power to transform yourself by removing everything that doesn't honor you and your purpose for your life. Detox yourself from toxic situations. Learn to set boundaries. Devote yourself to your healing and your healing process. You will start to become a natural magnet of people and situations that serve your highest good. That one's kind of nice too. And this one, I think, is for all of us. Walk away from people who put you down. Walk away from fights that will never be resolved. Walk away from trying to please people who will never see your self-worth. The more you walk away from things that poison your soul, the healthier you will be. I like that one. How are we all doing now that I'm done reading? I hope those words helped someone relax, reflect, take a couple of deep breaths, and kind of just tune into yourself for a minute. Because that's my purpose for Slow Down Sundays. Just chill for a minute. That's about all we can do. And I'm trashy. I hope that the comment says I will literally ask my kids, do you need attention? Do you need hugs? That way he can also figure out why he's acting the way he is and bring attention to which needs he wants. That's phenomenal. That's a great way to do it. And it helps him get better in touch with what he's experiencing and how to verbalize that. Because not everybody learns that. I'm hoping it helps for you. Gladys and Gertrude says it's constant hugs around here. Yeah, when my kids were small, when my kids were younger and still lived with me, it was always hug fests and affirmations. And I can see that you're really frustrated. Do you want to talk about it, or do you just want me to give you a hug and we'll talk later? I mean, I was really big on trying to help them put into words what they were experiencing. And that was kind of challenging. Hey, Sandra Martinez, glad you made it. It's always good to see friends in the chat. You guys, we might not know each other, but I consider y'all friends. And okay, just not my son. Not sure what you're talking about. I hope everything's okay. Trashy, this is excellent. I have to tell myself that he's only been on the planet 4 years. He is learning, and how would I want someone to treat me? That was key for me. When I woke up to the fact that I'm the parent and they're the children and they're my responsibility, how can I help this human that's only been here X number of years to make sense of all of this? And how can I bring them to help to bring them to a better way of understanding how to get in touch with themselves and their own feelings, and then how to verbalize those feelings. It was a ride. It was a wild ride. Looking at the chat, so give me a second. And Christy, there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. I know that it may seem like it's interrupting your life. I know that sounds harsh. That's not what I meant. That it may not seem convenient at the time. but they're only going to be little for so long. And let me tell you, mine are both grown and gone, and I miss those times. But I'm thankful that I had the forethought to take the time to speak clearly to them, to talk at their level, to help them to become responsible people. Pardon me. Where am I? They I was 19 and still wanted my mom's attention. I mean, and now she's gone. I get her attention every now and then, but yeah, it's interesting. And mine became functioning adults in spite of me. At least that's what I say. I just taught them, what would you do if you're in this situation? And we always played the game, what if? What if we had all the money in the world and nobody hated anybody? And what would you do? What would you do? And of course, first is go to Disneyland or Disney World. And then it was like, buy grandma a house and buy so-and-so a house. And it got them out of their own mind and thinking about caring for others and helping others reach their goals. It was really kind of cool. And if they really wanted to do something else, I would say, well, what has to happen first? What has to happen in order for that to happen? And then back up. And we do the little steps. What has to happen before that? What has to happen before that? So yeah, it was pretty interesting. Going back to chat, I want my kids did turn out to be functioning adults. I'm back to I'm trashy's and sometimes no matter what we do, they have their own life, they have their own path, and all we can do is try and make sure that they're not straying too far off any social construct path. And you can tell them about stranger danger. You can tell them about don't do drugs. Doesn't mean they're not going to try anyway. But all you can do is say, try and keep open conversations and ask them really how they're doing, and then sit and listen. Be willing to sit and listen when they tell you. That's about all you can do. Moms of Littles, great book series called What Would Danny Do? Not familiar with it, but it sounds good. Or what should he do? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Sorry. This is where I'm caught up to, though. And that's good, Trashy, that you're trying to give them all the tools that you have and learn on your own, that you had to learn on your own. I was a single parent of a special needs child and another child that did not have special needs, did not have special medical needs. And I always felt guilty for the non-special need child because he always got left behind when I had to take my older son to the hospital and stay with him. Because I'm not about to take a special needs kid to the hospital and leave him. So I had to make some choices. And I would have really good, hey, Cherry K, glad you're here. And I would have some real discussions, grown-up discussions, and he was maybe 3-4 years old. I mean, it had been going on most of his life, but my younger one is 5 years younger, and his older brother would go in and out of hospitals for different things. And I always made sure that I called him when I was away. I always made sure that he knew it's nothing he did or didn't do. I just kept trying to keep it separate. And he was usually with some other family member. So that was kind of good. But all you can do is kind of try to give them the best opportunities to choose to do good. And give them the accolades, give them the attention, especially when you catch them being good. And that was a phrase I had to learn. I had to catch them being good. and say thank you for cleaning up your room, or thank you for taking those things up the stairs, or the little things that you forget to notice because they're supposed to be doing it anyway. And that really helped me, and so I could calm down and be a better parent, a more calm parent. Things were not always calm, but this is not a facade. This is me. I get silly and I get to carry on and stuff, but yeah, I want to make sure that when you guys are here with me on Slow Down Sundays, that I'm calm so I can give you calmness, that I'm exuding love and acceptance and non-judgment so you can go throughout your day hoping to spread that a little bit too. And that's true. And I'm trashy. It says mine are almost 8 years apart. So I worry I don't give the big kid enough attention because the little ones need it. Well, all that takes, I would suggest, because the one is older, that you find a time somewhere to have maybe go to McDonald's or go to a food place or go for a drive and help them understand, listen, I really appreciate that you're so responsible, that you are so independent, that when I have to deal with and interact with the younger one, that that you understand and you find ways to entertain yourself or whatever. Just acknowledge them for what they're doing and let them know you love them and all. Let me tell you, years after my kids are grown, and I went to my younger one, who is now a father twice over, and said, listen, what happened when I was taking so-and-so to the hospitals? How were you? I felt so bad. I didn't want to leave you behind. He says, oh no, I had a good life. It was great. You did what you had to do. And keeping him separate from it was not necessarily a bad thing because he grew up in the way he was supposed to grow up. He didn't grow up at the bedside of a hospital bed of a sick brother. So he did get to experience life differently. And that was kind of cool too. So, exactly, being grateful for the little things that they bring to the table. Exactly. Well, folks, I've gone over my half hour, and I apologize for that. Is there anything anyone wants to mention or talk about? I am considering doing some readings later this afternoon, like around 5, which would be in about 3.5 hours. It's 2:30 now, so 3:30, 4:30, 2.5 hours. I'm great at math. So if anybody wants to do that, drop me 17. I don't know, drop a number or a letter. And that will decide whether or not I come on and do some readings this evening. But I do want to thank you guys. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you being here. Goodness. I went backwards. And if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, I am not opposed to that. If you would like to find me on Discord, I don't know how to link it, but I'm out there. You started the interview process. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I hope everything goes well. And I hope it really is the job leading to the career that will best suit you and all your gifts. So, and challenge you in the ways you need to be challenged just enough, right? I really hope that for you. Vans, and I will see you and Cash Mama at 5 p.m. Central Time. My Discord username is Rosa Lang. Oh my gosh, I don't know the numbers after it though. If you are on Tend to Life, you will find me there, and I think there's a way to link us, but I'm not really smart about how to do that at this point in time, but I will learn how to do that. My Discord username, like I said, is Rosa Lang, ROSALENG, and then 4 digits, and I don't remember what they are. So thank you all again for being here. I'm on a couple of Discords. I have my own Discord. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but I will see if I can't link it. Guys, thanks for being here. Really. I know I may seem a little bit frazzled and loopy and woo-woo out there, but this stuff works for me. And I want to share in case it can help you. So thank you guys. There it is. Thank you, Gladys Virtue. Thank you for posting that. And I will see you guys in 2.5 hours. If anybody wants a reading, I will try and give a heads up, a 30-minute heads up. And I'm aiming for 5 o'clock. We'll go for about an hour or longer if Spirit decides. But I really do appreciate you. Hugs to you too, sister. And Trashy, you're welcome. You're all very, very welcome. It's the least I can do at this point in my life. I really want to encourage you all to know that one, nobody gets out alive, and we all make it up as we go along. But it doesn't have to be chaos. It doesn't have to be depression. It doesn't have to be just going nuts and round and round and round. No. Take a few deep breaths. Calm your center. Go hug a tree for me and for you. You guys, thanks again for being here. Prayers to you. Namaste.